Yo, thanks for tuning in to ConverStayShuns. I am Devin Boyd, aka Lyrical Instrumentalist. It'll just be me today. It's not really a full episode right now. Basically, what I'm wanting to do is I just want to thank everyone who has tuned in to ConverStayShuns up to this point. Technically, this is the 7th episode. I guess I'm kind of doing like a 2018 wrap up, I guess you can say. But I do thank everyone who has tuned in and has listened to and shared our previous episodes, our other 6 episodes. Again, it's much appreciation. I kind of mentioned that it was a struggle for me even getting into the podcast due to just me having anxiety, and maybe because I'm a perfectionist and a Virgo, or maybe Virgos are perfectionists. I don't know. But like, yeah, it was hard for me to even just commit to even doing a podcast. So I do thank everyone for bearing with me just while we even put this podcast on. Again, like I said, we've touched upon different things. Like I said, for those who maybe are just catching this episode, it's the first one. Just wanted to let everyone know that basically my idea behind ConverStayShuns is to basically have conversations about different topics and issues that people keep shunned, issues that people, or conversations that people avoid, conversations that people ignore, because I think these kind of things need to be talked about. It'll help everyone in the world grow, in society grow, in the universe grow. So again, I do thank everyone who has, like I say, even followed the podcast, shared it. Again, tune into the other episodes. Again, I'm just trying to use this podcast as a platform to, create an open dialogue for different demographics, sexual orientation, race, religions, etc. So everyone can just have a better understanding of each other. Not trying to persuade anybody to change what they believe. Just want you to have just a better understanding. Just be a little bit more open-minded, about who people are and why they do as they do. And I think that can just help us. Just that alone can help the world be a better place. So like, I know we've touched on like different things such as like mental health. We touched on just being black issues, being a black artist, black families, or just families in general, relationships, taboo relationships. We even touched on like conception and like IVF. My wife and I, we shared our personal experiences with IVF, and that was a struggle for me to even publicly say that. And I've got, like I said, some good feedback. So I thank everybody for feedback that I've gotten, and constructive criticism. Definitely taking that into consideration, and we're going to take that into 2019. Because I like to improve on what we're doing here in this podcast. Again, this is my first time. I know Key has done some podcasts in the past, but like, this is my first time doing a podcast. Shit, man, it was just a struggle to even figure out how to even go about doing this. Like, I listened to podcasts, and like, I didn't know how to even go about doing it. I looked at different providers and everything. It was just all a struggle to me. I almost just gave up before even getting into it, but I was like, no, I got to do this. This is actually pretty therapeutic for me. Even talking to you all right now, it's therapeutic to me. So I hope that others listening to this podcast, it can help you and be a sense of a therapy for you, just hearing other people's testimonials and thoughts and ideas about things that you may experience but didn't know that others did too, or maybe conversations you thought about and maybe you thought you felt weird thinking that way or whatever, but hearing it on here, hearing other people again talk about it might help you again grow within yourself, or maybe help you get through some things. And that's basically all I want to do. Again, create a peaceful platform on ConverStayShuns so we can have these conversations without anybody getting all hostile with it. I know things, conversations can get heated, but like, in the end of it, I want everybody to connect and, be able to go grab a cup of coffee if you like coffee, or grab a cup of tea. or a beer or whatever, you know what I mean? We can go chill and kick it afterwards. He'd be like, man, that was crazy that we talked about this, but you know what? Enough about that. You know, let's go ahead and kick it over here and listen to this music or this band or whatever, you know what I mean? That's how I just want people to be. But anyways, let me just stop rambling. But yeah, I do thank everybody so much for allowing me to even be who I am doing this. And again, like I said, those who shared it and are following conversations, I plan on posting those episodes that we've previously done on our SoundCloud, so you can look up, you know, conversations on SoundCloud. Yeah, it's pretty much it. Again, thank you everyone so much. Thank you. And please tune into 2019. We're gonna have some more things in store. I plan on bringing more guests onto the show, so maybe you might be a guest. And I plan on, you know, find a way to do it remote. So if you can't be here in Austin or wherever I'm at the time, you know, we'll find a way to get you on the show. So again, thanks you everyone so much. I thank Key as well. I know, again, like I said, she can't be here right now. She's busy. Like, yeah, she's got a lot of good stuff going for her, but she can't be here today, like on this episode. But so I thank you so much, Key. Because like I said, we've had conversations off the air, and like we talked about each other's struggles, and man, like, so I definitely do appreciate you reaching out to me. Let me tell y'all this, Key, like again, like I said, I'm building up this podcast, trying to figure out how I'm trying to do this, and out of the blue, Key reached out to me, and she was like, hey man, like, you know, are you interested in having somebody kind of work with you and doing it? And I was like, hell yeah. And I was like, the timing that she contacted me was like super dope, because I was like, man, I ain't never done this. And she said she has. I was like, man, like, I don't know what everybody believes, but like, you know, sometimes there's some things outside of your control that happen just right on time. So whether you call that God or religion or whatever you want to call it or classify it as, I'm just saying, you know, certain things happen at that perfect time. So, you know, I do thank you so much for that, Key, for you helping me even put on this podcast, Conversations. But again, I'm done rambling for real this time, y'all. Thank y'all so much again. Again, I'm Devin Boyd, a.k.a. Lyrical Instrumentalist. What? I'm a.k.a. Lyrical Instrumentalist. Yeah. I'm human, y'all. I'm not perfect. But anyways, yeah, thank y'all so much. Just be looking out for 2019. We're going to have some new things in store. Peace.